100.3 FM, The Source.
All right, 5 minutes after 9 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. It's time for us to learn about the doctors and health providers in our community that can help us stay healthy. And there's always something in the news about health advances. And Bern Paraiso keeps us informed. How come I don't hear you, Bern? Good morning, Bern.
Thank you. Good morning.
For Good for All Marketing, how are you?
I'm very well.
How was your driving this morning?
Driving was actually
hectic.
It wasn't.
No?
It was nice, but
rainy.
I was so focused on the rain, and this is one of the many favorite days.
Oh, you like rainy days?
I'm very easy to please. I like everything.
Yeah, you got a blue ribbon. What is that for?
Well, we are still in the month of March, which is the colorectal cancer. And because March 16, it was the St. Patrick's Day. No, I'm sorry, 17.
Right.
And I guess, the March being a colonoscopy month turned into a green month, which is the beer.
You should have. We didn't think of this in time. Next year we got to do this. Ask me to draw a picture of St. Patrick's getting a colonoscopy. I mean, that would be a nice picture.
You know what?
Just a guy laying down with his butt showing, and
no butt showing. We can paint it green. Well, let me mention a few of my, special people. And, I'm, like I said, I am into helping the community. But first of all, let me just wish a very happy Monday to all.
Happy Monday.
Our viewers, and a couple of things, a couple of people that I want to mention. Talking about charity, because part of my work is, charitable and giving back. I have this friend of mine that traveled to South Carolina to visit her friend who is diagnosed with cancer. Now, isn't that nice? It's nice to have a friend like that.
Yeah.
That's 800 miles. Am I correct? No, it can't be.
To North
What about
Carolina?
good 6-7 hours drive
I bet. I mean,
to Greenville? And her name is Mrs. Adelina Wilson. Good morning to you. I know she's listening. She's married to my dear friend, Attorney David Wilson. I don't know if you know. But, it's about friendship. Sometimes you wonder, you never know, we get into this
right.
medical situation. But she went and visited her friend, and there was supposed to be a fundraising last Saturday. So anyway, I thought I want to mention that. Let me see what else. A few of my friends are also, it's not a few, some family members are doing procedure, it's gallbladder removal. This day is a very special day. I know it will go through fine, but...
Oh, today's the day?
Today is the day. So after here, I have to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Anyway, talking about, what did I do last... Did I call in last Monday, or was
No,
I here?
I think you were here.
Okay. It's very hard to keep track, but you raised a very informative question for our community relating to March being the colon cancer awareness. You said, how big is the colon?
Right. Yeah. How long?
Because we have the small intestine and then the large intestine.
Right,
Now,
right.
the small intestine is a lot longer than the colon, but the colon is wider. So here are the measurements, because you were asking about that. The small intestine is 6.7 meters long, and then
That's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Right, and I should have brought, at least a measurement for our viewers that are watching on their computer. Because I know that we hear it all the time. And when you raise that question, I know exactly how long it is, but I couldn't just, because then we are going into a different,
You
arena.
want something to demonstrate how long it is?
6.7.
So we could get the toilet paper. You could just roll it out.
Let's do that next time.
Okay.
We have but just to, kind of kind of dig through that that's the measurement.
That's the small intestine.
The small, 6.7
okay.
meters, and then the large, which is the colon.
The large one is the colon.
Is the colon.
Oh, I never knew that.
6 meters. It is wider and a lot shorter, of course.
So which is first? Which does the food go through first?
Well,
Which is at the top?
well, you know, see, that's so interesting.
Must be the small one.
Yeah,
Because if
goes
the large
through-
one is what they look at with the camera, must be first, huh?
yeah.
Well, yeah, the colon, but I'm sorry, the colon, the small
Colon is the-
intestine
Uh-huh.
first, and then the colon, which is I'm not confused, but the colon or the large intestine. This is the one that's doing the processing for the final.
Isn't it amazing?
I know.
Yeah.
We don't think about that. I know that we
No.
put food in our mouth. We don't know where it's
That's
going.
it, yeah.
no, but we know where it comes
That's it.
out.
Exactly.
We do know that.
Right, and the reason I mentioned is I had calls, in my office, and they were saying we really would like, because they said that they listen, but and then one day this person was driving and she was re-saying what I was saying on the radio here, and they said, "Oh, this is so interesting because of course they go and visit their doctor."
Right.
Doctors don't have time to demonstrate you have to go to
They're
school
not
to
teachers,
learn all
right?
this.
They're doctors,
Exactly.
yeah.
And that was nice. And I said, yeah, that's exactly if we can just think about it, maybe we can kind of process our thoughts.
Yeah.
It does go through the small intestine, and then the colon, which is the large intestine, would do the final, from the body.
Good job.
Yeah, it carries the waste from the body.
Yeah.
Now, let me just mention when to see your doctor, because colon cancer is actually the second, I would say, the second leading cancer among men and women in the U.S., but it is
my.
the third cancer deaths. That's the statistics. And when to see your doctor, what are your symptoms? And again, you have to be 50 to get the screening, the colonoscopy.
So I'm off the hook then.
Right, or 45 if you have history in your family. All right, so these are what are indicators of colorectal disease. Changes in bowel habits such as constipation or diarrhea. Now, when you get to that situation, nobody wants to smile. You
No.
can't think of anything else. You could be driving. Your next thing is, when is the next rest area?
Exactly.
We all experience that, don't we? Because I've been on the road and it happens so many times. So now we learn. Really.
If we ever go anyplace together, I'm going to remember this.
And you know what we do? What do? You think of where's
Yeah.
the nearest McDonald's.
I know, and then you see
Exactly.
McDonald's, yeah.
Yeah, because
fly
they
in
have nice restrooms, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
We should
The
thank
men's room
them.
is always on the left. Have you ever noticed that? I don't know what that means.
And it's always clean.
Yeah,
Now, how
well,
about
sort of.
blood in your stool?
That sounds
That's another
nasty.
one.
Yeah, that sounds
exactly. And how about rectal bleeding?
That sounds nasty too.
Right, abdominal bloating or cramps.
I had
We all
that
experience
yesterday.
that. And this one is stool that is thinner than usual. I guess we have to monitor.
They eat more
I
pineapple.
think so, yeah.
That's right. So these are symptoms that could indicate, disease, but it's best to
Did you
see-
just crack your knuckle?
see your doctor. I did. It's a habit.
Oh my gosh, that was
It's-
loud.
I don't know. It was. Don't you do that?
No, I never do that.
Try it.
I never do that.
Again,
Doesn't that hurt?
it doesn't. It doesn't. It's just, it's really important that we stay on top of our health.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier when you opened the program,
That's what it sounded like.
health. Health is. Can you do as a background?
It was louder than yours.
I like that. Yeah. Health is wealth. Be on top of your health. Community and let me see what else. Get your screening. My input today is from Seven Hill Gastroenterology, Dr. Vishnu Reddy, MD.
And they give free consultations, too. That's very important.
You can call, or of course, doctor's offices. I'm not saying that somebody would pick up the phone, but leave a message anyway. Don't give up. Then you will forget, especially when you're experiencing bloating or stomach cramps and it's unusual. If it's only like a one time because you really eat a lot, like what I did, this weekend.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
All right. This morning there was a story about the guy who owns the Amaret Palace restaurant.
Yes.
He saved a lady's life who was eating at his restaurant by giving her the Heimlich maneuver because she was choking. So the Heimlich maneuver is taught there every 3 months, so people there know how to do it if it's necessary. All right. So my question is this: when you do the Heimlich maneuver, you're pulling into somebody's body, right? You're standing behind them and you're pulling in, right? So that they cough up whatever is in their mouth, right?
Right.
Does it also push things the other direction too? Like could you...
Like your ribs or something.
I wish I know.
Or like down through the colon? I mean, could you, when you push somebody, does it come out both ends?
So the owner of Amaret, and I know this guy.
Do you know him?
I've
Mr.
known
Singh?
the family for so many years. I'm not familiar with that.
Because should they go to the doctor? Like, if you had the Heimlich maneuver performed on you, do you think a doctor should be seen just to make sure nothing else got pushed out of place?
Well, I would do yes and no because we have so many situations that lives are saved because there's an
I would
angel
not do it.
there.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't.
Yeah, I would not do it.
Yeah, especially I read a lot.
Yeah.
I read a lot and I wouldn't, but thank you.
Well,
if this life was saved, then that was a bonus.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, you could lose your life.
Well, when I was a child, I ran over a frog accidentally on my bicycle. And I stopped to look at it, and there was stuff coming out of both ends.
Ooh.
Just...
And it was in your hands.
Well, it never left my brain. I had that image in my mind my whole life. No, I didn't have it in my hands. I left it on the sidewalk.
But it was the only situation. We do come across experiences, throughout our whole existence, and some of them are kind of weird. But like I said, there's always fascination in everything. You could just be sitting in one corner and things can happen.
So the serious question, I know I'm silly, but the serious question is, should somebody who's been, had the Heimlich maneuver performed on them, thank God they're alive, but should they also go to a doctor to make sure everything's okay?
I would do that. I would assume that Mr. I can't think of his name, Mr. Amaret, he must have a previous
Singh
experience.
Is his last name, S-I-N-G-H.
Mr. Singh, yeah. Because he drives that...
Singh Mobile?
It's an expensive. I'm not familiar.
He drives something expensive. Yeah.
And one time I told him I went inside because I love the food, and I said,
"Do you know it's the only palace in Ocala?"
Yes, and they used to be at Highway 200 on this side.
Well, they called themselves a palace when they were a closet.
Because it does look like a palace.
But now it does, yeah.
Right. And when I feel like I want to go to India, that's where I go.
Do you?
Yes, I do. And anyway, I think I'm out of time. But what I was going to say, thank you, Mr. Singh, for really saving a life, because I know that a lot of our older folks, they go eat and they get choked. And then, they call 911. So far, like I said, a mother of a friend of mine who's a doctor, and this happened in Phoenix. She was sent home okay. So.
Oh, she had a Heimlich performed on her?
Exactly, yeah. It was good. It was
your
good.
Food. Take small bites.
But the doctor was right there because the son, he's a doctor, but another doctor also did perform it. Anyway, thank you so much for this beautiful Monday.
Be careful out there. It's raining.
I know, but I love it.
It is gorgeous.
I know, but I don't like the way people drive anymore.
Well, just slow down. Well, this is all for today. And, I want to wish everyone a very safe week. And I will see you again, or I will be here next Monday.
Thank you, Bern.
Thank you. I'm Bern Paraiso. Please contact me at Bern, B-E-R-N, at gfamedicalmarketing.com.
All right. And call us if you need any of that repeated, and share these videos. Bern makes these videos so that the community can benefit from the information, and if you share them, then it spreads the word even farther.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bern.
You're welcome.
We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Monday, warm and humid with sun and clouds. Highs in the upper 70s to mid-80s. Partly cloudy Monday night, lows 66 to 70. Tuesday, mostly cloudy and breezy. Watch out for strong to severe thunderstorms in the afternoon with a high in the upper 70s to mid-80s. Then Wednesday, breezy and cooler with some sunshine. Highs in the upper 60s to lower 70s. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
The NFL alumni is sponsoring a Clays for Kids, a sporting event to benefit the Marion County Champions for Champions.